I bet you any money she'll bring her 2 children into it. I don't think they live together. I really don't. It seems as if Meghan is throwing anything at the wall, hoping it's going to bloody stick. Hi guys, and welcome back to another royal news video. Now, my last video actually did quite well, better than my other videos on my channel. So I decided to go all out and do another one. But if you haven't seen my other one, go and check it out. Now, we know that Harry and Meghan have tried for years to get their names into the Hollywood A-listers and good books, but it doesn't seem like Hollywood really wants them anymore. An article in the Express reported that they have worn through all Hollywood goodwill and they seem to have lost their appeal. And I think, to be honest, that even a child could realise that they aren't wanted in Hollywood anymore. It's a gloomy situation, very much like the weather today as I'm filming. Now, Meghan and somewhat Harry have tried for years now to get into the A-listers' good books, such as the Beckhams. Without luck, it seems, and to be honest, who can blame them? You know, it's as if Meghan is trying to become Victoria Beckham 2.0, and she's failing miserably. Who agrees? Now, this particular story stems from an essay that Harry actually wrote, recounting all the good things about the UK. In the essay titled "The Bond, the Banter, the Bravery, What It Means to be British," Harry notes, "Though I currently may live in the United States, Britain is and always will be the country I proudly served and fought for. The banter of the mess, the clubhouse, the pub, the stands. Ridiculous as it sounds, these are the things that make us British. I make no apology for it. I love it." And to be honest, I really hope he wrote that himself, because we all know what happened at school, didn't we? But I highly doubt he wrote that himself. That sounds like a ghostwriter and he's just slapped his name on it, a bit like his A-levels? Yeah. And I think Hollywood's love for the 2 grifters has actually long departed. It's long gone. I think that ship sailed. To be honest, it seems as if even Netflix doesn't want them anymore. And to be honest, I don't think there's any love lost between the 2 grifters and Hollywood, because it seems as if that Hollywood doesn't even want them anymore. And there's an article on marker.com which states that their previous $100 million Netflix deal has been reduced to a first look deal. It just seems like Netflix doesn't really want them anymore, or really trusts what they can deliver or, you know, offer. And she's even compared herself to the likes of the Obamas when they got a contract change with Netflix. And it doesn't really surprise me, because Meghan, at least to me, she likes to name drop to make herself try and be relevant still, and to try and get into the papers so that she's not, you know, the ex-royal or the ex-actress. I say actress extremely loosely, because I didn't know who she was before she married Harry. I didn't even really know of Suits. I'd heard of it, but I'd never seen it, and I didn't know who she was. I mean, I just wonder how many more people she's going to name drop before people and reporters just get bored of her, because they will eventually. They just won't bother writing about her, especially if she doesn't have a title, which, in my opinion, I think that she should be stripped of that title because she's making money from it. Again, like I said in my previous video, something that the Queen stated you do not do. And Meghan, and to an extent Harry, has totally gone against his grandmother's wishes. And in my book, that is just unacceptable. You don't disrespect your grandparents' wishes like that, especially now that they're not here anymore. But yeah, it seems as if Meghan is throwing anything at the wall, hoping it's going to bloody stick. Now, there did used to be a time where Harry was wanted by all the news channels for interviews and such. And nowadays, it just seems like he's trying to outshine and trying to become more popular than William, who is actually currently in Brazil for the COP30 summit for the Earthshot Prize. But I really do wonder what those two grifters are actually going to be trying next to get into people's good books. I mean, I seriously think that she really thinks that she's smarter than everyone else that she meets. I mean, just look at how she treated the royal family and the Queen before, during and after the wedding. She was like a cat that got the cream. I mean, look at her face. She knew what she was doing. She knew. I mean, she's like a child that is constantly wanting attention. You know, look at me, mummy. And to be honest, none of us care. Well, apart from, you know, the Sussex squad and the people that really like them. But to be honest, the majority of us really don't care. You know, they're not at the forefront of our mind when we think about the royals. It's Catherine, William, the King, the Queen, etc. Now, I was going to end the video there, but as I woke up this morning, I read an article actually stating that Meghan had just landed a film deal, and I debated whether or not to change the title of this video or the thumbnail, and then I thought, nah, I'm not going to change it. I spent a while on that, so I'm going to keep it because I still stand by what I said at the beginning of the video, where Hollywood are bored of them, and I do wonder if Meghan, you know, or what rather Meghan did to gain this film part. And to be honest, I don't think it's going to be a major part, even though she's with the likes of Lily Collins and Jack Quaid, Meg Ryan's son. I don't know who they are. I know who Meg Ryan is, but yeah, I really don't think I don't think she's a good actress. And that's coming from me. You know, I went to drama school. You know, yes, I've never been in anything, but I'm probably 10 times better than her. And as I've said, I think that Hollywood don't really want her, they want her title, which, as I've said, I think should be taken away because she's using it to earn money, something which, as I've also said, the Queen didn't want. And as you can tell, it angers me. Another thing is that I bet you any money she'll bring her 2 children into it. Now, whether you believe that they are adopted, real, or not hers, whatever you believe, I definitely think that she won't miss an opportunity such as a film deal to showcase her children. And for Harry, I can't imagine that Harry's going to be happy, because he's already stating that, you know, social media is bad for children. But maybe he should, you know, talk to his wife about that instead of talking to an interviewer. You know, talk to your wife. Don't talk to the press about what you think should happen. You know, I don't think they live together. I really don't. But that's just my opinion. Whether you believe it or not, that's up to you. I don't actually even think they're married anymore. I think they're divorced. And they're just putting on a show for the world, because I believe that without the title, no one would even think about Meghan. No one would even think twice. So on that note, I want to say a massive thank you if you've actually tuned back in and got this far. Please comment on your views about this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.